Mother Teresa, officially known as Saint Teresa of Calcutta, was a Catholic nun and missionary who dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor. She was born Agnes Ganja Boyagiu on August 26, 1910, in Skopje, a city in modern-day North Macedonia. Her parents, Nicole and Dranafile Boyagiu, were Albanian Catholics, and she was the youngest of 3 children. Growing up, Agnes was deeply religious and felt a calling to become a nun at an early age. She attended a convent school run by the Sisters of Loreto, a Catholic order that operated schools in India, and at the age of 18, she left home and joined the Sisters of Loreto in Ireland. There, she took her religious vows and chose the name Sister Mary Teresa. In 1929, Sister Teresa was sent to Calcutta, India, where she began her work as a teacher at a school for girls. She taught at the school for 17 years, and during that time, she became increasingly aware of the poverty and suffering in the city's slums. She was particularly struck by the sight of sick and dying people lying on the streets, and she felt a calling from God to help them. In 1946, Sister Teresa received what she described as a call within a call from God to devote herself to the poor. She left the convent and began working in the slums of Calcutta, providing food, clothing, and medical care to the sick and dying. She initially started her work with a small group of volunteers, and they would go out into the streets of the city to care for the poor. As word of her work spread, more volunteers joined her, and in 1950, she founded the Missionaries of Charity. The organization was dedicated to serving the poorest of the poor, and it grew rapidly, with branches opening in other parts of India and eventually in other countries around the world. The Missionaries of Charity provided a range of services, including running orphanages, providing medical care, and caring for those with leprosy and other diseases. Mother Teresa herself often worked directly with the poor, providing comfort and support to those who were sick and dying. She became known for her compassion, humility, and selflessness, and her work inspired people around the world. In 1979, Mother Teresa was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her work with the poor and her efforts to promote peace and understanding between people of different faiths. She used the prize money to build a leprosy hospital in Calcutta, and she continued her work with the Missionaries of Charity until her death. Mother Teresa's life was not without controversy, however. Some critics accused her of promoting Catholicism at the expense of other religions, and others raised concerns about the quality of care provided by the Missionaries of Charity. Mother Teresa herself was sometimes criticized for her opposition to contraception and abortion. Despite these criticisms, Mother Teresa remained committed to her work and her faith. She received numerous awards and honors during her lifetime, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal, and the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award. In 2016, she was canonized by the Catholic Church as a saint. Today, Mother Teresa is remembered as a beacon of hope, compassion, and selflessness. Her work with the poor inspired countless individuals around the world to follow in her footsteps and work for the betterment of others. Her legacy lives on through the Missionaries of Charity, which continues to operate in more than 130 countries, and through the countless individuals and organizations that have been inspired by her example. Thank you for watching. For more informative videos, please subscribe to my channel Knowledge Hub.